there was some news from the NFLPA with the resignation, Kelvin and Shay.
Yeah, so yesterday we had some news that Lloyd Howell Jr., the boss of the NFLPA, or ex-boss of the NFLPA, actually...
I think I saw him at Magic City the other night.
Oh, yeah?
That's another story.
He might have been there when you were there, honestly.
He might have been there, yeah.
Let me get to that part,
He was throwing money around, so maybe it was.
I mean, $2,500 at Magic City can get you... I don't know, how much can that get you?
It can get you.
It can get you? Okay. But anyway, let's get to the story. So he decides to, hey, I'm going to do the right thing. I'm going to resign. The next day, a news article comes out basically stating that Howell charged the union for multiple strip club visits and allegedly charged the union $738 on one receipt and another $2,500 during a separate strip club visit.
Rob, they're on to you.
One of them was in Atlanta at Magic City, actually, which is very, very big coincidence in my opinion, but it's definitely something.
I was just there
Rob,
Monday
you were
night
there that
after
same
the Derby.
day.
I know. I might have been there. I don't know. But I didn't put any receipts in. That's the only difference.
Yeah, but there is definitely more to this story. It's been an ongoing discussion for the past couple of months. It's something that's been in the news for a while. It's been iffy. They haven't been doing anything for the players. And this is something that I want you guys to discuss because, again, it seems like they're just throwing this under the rug and laughing in our faces.
I mean, I'm going to say here, Shay, and Kelvin, you know this. A lot of guys have lost their gigs over expenses. Kelvin, am I right? Expenses.
Yeah.
And women, like at their jobs or what. Like those are the two things that guys will wind up going down with the ship because for whatever reason, they play around with the company, and they wind up getting burnt. My question to you, Kelvin, is about I want to talk about the strip club thing.
Okay.
Do guys still go to strip clubs with OnlyFans and all the stuff you can get in your home and on your phone and all that? Do you actually still go to strip clubs? And if you do you have a limit of how much money you spend or like what you will and won't do and all that? And I don't know, is the thrill gone? Because obviously the thrill wasn't gone for the NFLPA chief because he was spending some pretty heavy money.
Yeah. I don't think the thrill is gone. I think, if anything, it's become way more normalized, commercialized. It used to be taboo. You didn't talk about it. It was kind of like, now it's so normalized. It's in every video. You get people who are, even on your own timeline, friends will be there, just hanging out. Woo! A lot of women go now. It's like the regular club now. So I think it's definitely just part of the lexicon of pop culture currently, especially with the advent of how big hip hop and rap has gotten with the the visuals and all. So I don't think it's that. Clearly, you got this. Clearly you were just there, and then clearly you got him there as well. So it's crazy about it though, Rob, is you mentioned expenses. Okay, to dive a little deeper into this, he was taking out cash withdrawals from the ATM there. So it wasn't like he went to his local Bank of America and took out some money from there. He was taking out cash through the company business at the venue.
Right. And I will say this, not that I really know, but I'm assuming that it's not a $3 fee when you take money from the ATM.
What's it, 10?
I think it's a little bit more than that.
Higher.
And do you guys know what actually
higher?
Higher? 20.
Lower. It was right around there.
20's to get in, 15 for the ATM probably, huh?
Big money. So go ahead, Shay.
But yeah, so the purpose of the outing that he said.
I love this title. Give it to
player engagement event to support and grow our union.
Yeah, there was some supporting and growing going on.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Rob would be there.
There was some supporting and growing. Listen, Rob, this is why I'm upset. You and I have talked about this a million times. I'm so tired of NFLPA. NFLPH. National Football League player haters. That's what they are. They're player haters. They hate on their own players. Rob, this is the same guy. So now we got this whole thing. He's going on a company down to strip clubs. He's getting a car service. This was what tipped it off, Rob.
$700 for a car?
$700 something for the car service is what tipped it all off. They're like, wait, what are you doing? The car was parked from around 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. down at what's the one Drake would rap about, Tootsie, whatever, in Florida. So let's start there, right?
I've been
so
to Tootsie's as well. I've been to that one. I know
he's
that
at Tootsie's till 6 a.m. on the company's paying for the limo and the cash withdrawals. So this is the same guy I just had to talk about a week ago.
Why can't the car come back for you? It doesn't even make any sense. Like you're too big that you can't wait 20 minutes.
If you go move like that, get the $50 Uber, you know what I'm saying? And that now, but the cat $700 something for the company's
to have the car wait for you for 8 hours is
what is
a
this,
waste
the
of
80s?
money, right? It's a waste of money. And I've been, like I said, I've been to Tootsie's. It's not like some scary place. If you're that scared and need a car to go ASAP, then you shouldn't be there. And I'm gonna tell you something. When you go into some of these places, the security is unbelievable. Like you feel, I feel safer. I'm not even kidding you, Kelvin. At a strip club than I do in most public venues. I'm not kidding you.
No, I can believe you. I mean,
they
money.
Don't mess around. They don't mess around.
Women,
these are more
money.
than just strip clubs, though. These are like clubs. Like these are like
What?
they're not like your like run the mill like corner.
Oh yeah,
like,
that was my point,
you-
Shay.
exactly.
These are known.
These are
they're
clubs.
all over. They're
Yeah.
huge on social media. Every rap song. These
Exactly.
are like
Rappers
these are
go to
huge.
these places. Like
Yeah. So this
you're
is
getting tables.
let me get this point off real quick, Shay. The disappointing thing is obviously this conversation, but also this is the same guy, Rob. Collusion. When the collusion case comes out, he was involved and sat on that information for 6 months. The players didn't know till Pablo Torre and got the news out there a week or so ago. Then they find out, oh, maybe some of these quarterbacks could have gotten more money, but the arbitrator finds out, they come to an agreement, and he doesn't tell anybody. He sits on it for 6 months till they come out. He's also a consultant for one of the private equity groups, the only two that the league allowed to have part ownership of 10% up to 10% ownership of a team. So you know what I'm going to not do if I'm involved with owners? I'm not going to do anything that makes owners mad. I'm not going to do anything that upsets ownership. And now this is the guy who's leading your NFLPA. And then he has the nerve to say, Rob, well, you know, I guess I'm understanding that my leadership isn't good right now. You think? It is clear and come to my attention that my leadership has become a distraction. You ain't been leading. You've been leading them to all the clubs. You've been leading them to the ATMs, and you've been misleading them, not getting them information about collusion that the NFL had to have some arbitration on. So, yeah, I'm just done. And I'm done with the players for being okay with this, Rob. You and I talk about this all the time.
Well,
they got to do something at some point.
Well, it's not going to happen. And what have we told you time and time again? Nothing will happen. The union will never be respected by the owners until they have a work stoppage. Until you cut off their money and stop the money train, right? Will you get people's attention? How do you get billionaires' attention? Stop the money. And as long as they play, they know that their war chest is bigger than the union's. So you go ahead and they'll just wait you out. So, but you have to be serious about it. You can't go running back after 3 weeks. Do you know what I mean? Like you can't.
Right, and you're right. And this is why,
you can't
with
do it.
specifically this issue, obviously the strip club, he been hanging around with you and got him in trouble and all that. You should have told him not to go to the ATM and you should have told him to Uber there. But my point is, this is where you need to star players, Rob, to actually say, yo, we need something to happen. We had a guy essentially infiltrate the system. This guy Lloyd Howell essentially was working with colluding with the owners.
But this is not new though, and this is where the problem is that the owners get to the union guy, or it's the same thing. There's collusion with agents where they get guys. You know what I mean? Like, if you take care of this guy, I'll take care of this other guy for you. Like, there's a lot of that back stuff going on, and that's the sad part. But they're not willing to question membership in the union and have these guys held accountable, and that's why this stuff is going on.
Kelvin,
absolutely.
Me and Kelvin were actually talking about this earlier, and you alluded to it, but you didn't say it right there. You basically said with the players, as long as the check cashes, nothing's gonna happen.
And that's the problem.
Exactly.
Me and Rob talk about. Listen, Shay. The trouble is me sitting up here yelling like I'm one of the players. I'm yelling at them to get right. I'm yelling at them to get their own separate independent investigators, get their own lawyers to get on this.
Good
so
luck.
while we have a guy who's leading our player association, who is in cahoots with the owners, he's a consultant for a team for a private equity firm that can be a part owner of an NFL team. Rob, if I'm part owner, then I'm on their side. If I'm working with part ownership, I'm with the owners, not the players. And players need to demand it. But listen, every month, those cash checks, those checks cash. And it's hard, and I hear you, and it's hard, but, hey, man, I just bought my mama a house. I hear you, it's hard, but I just got these new earrings.
It ain't that hard.
And that's for them, though, Rob. They hear you, but the checks cashing.
No, but it's been done, and the whole idea is if the union has a correct war chest, because I've seen it done in baseball, And if you go to the union and they pay your bills during the lockout or whatever the strike is, that's how you get membership, right, to hold the line, because you're not worried about money and paying the bills.
So
and they
when's
know
enough, Rob?
Well, I guess
You know what I mean?
it's never enough, because they have terrible pension plan, terrible health care, terrible. Like,
So what's
terrible.
the thing? Or is it never? Because is there anything?
No, the owners have those guys over a barrel because they have them. They have them vote whether to get paid or not on the CBA. Whenever you have people vote on whether to get paid or not, they're always going to vote to get paid. So that's why they always lose. Do you see what I'm saying?
Right.
It can't be about getting paid. It's got to be whether the CBA is good enough for us, and that's how it's done.
And the CBA hasn't, because their representation, NFLPA hasn't. And he's the NFLPA. He's a player hater, and that's who's been leading them for the last couple of years, and that's ridiculous.
Terrible. All right, 877-99 on Fox, 877-996-6369. We're just curious about strip clubs. Do you still go? Is it still a thing? I still think it's a thing. I don't go every night. But when I go to Atlanta, do I stop by Magic City? Always.
We know.
I do. I'm not even kidding.
I'm starting to think you just like this Lloyd Howell guy.
You know?
I think you a 10% owner.
No, I'm not 10% older. But where are you on that? And do you have limits? Do you just go out there? Do you go? Do you buy the expensive drinks? Do you throw dollar bills? Do you still enjoy it? Or has OnlyFans maybe changed that for you, and you don't need to go to strip clubs? All right?